Hi besties, hi bunnies. Coffee's cold, truce brewing, let's hit the road. Just Machado wheeling hand, time to unfold. Early light breaks, coffee chilling in my grip. Hi besties, hi bunnies, join the trip. Cruising mass highway, spilling secrets for hours. 1 to 3 deep, no holds barred, owning our power. Squad's got my back, riding waves through the storm. Besties and bunnies, keeping it warm. Got that wild spark, singing random and free. Keeping the vibe alive, just you and me. Trolls creeping in, haters twisting the feet. Weak shots flying, but they can't plant the seed. Jabbing in my style, my fire, my rise. Obsessed in the shadows, watching with jealous eyes. Drama stirrers calling grift, but facts don't lie. While y'all fume, my lights touching the sky. Reddit ghosts lurking, basement critique so low. Keep throwing shade, watch this bunny glow. Meow, 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 meow. Hey. Meow, 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 feel it now. Bunny. Just Machado show, chasing down the real. Besties and bunnies got that unbreakable seal. Meow, 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 trolls fade away. Truth in the air, lighting up the day. After dark or dawn's first gleam, we claim the throne. Justice rolling, meow, if you're in the zone. Meow. Love to my besties trolls. See a truth awaits. Just Machado show. Buckle up. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Bunnies.
Good morning. Welcome to Friday's 24 on 24. I called it the corner store edition because I was literally at the corner store. Good morning. I'm your host, Jessica Machado. On Wednesdays, you call me Bunny, but for the most part, you either call me Bestie Bunny or like the C word. Good morning. It's Friday. I am currently struggling with a back-to-back day of being physically exhausted. Woke up this morning, fell right back asleep. Georgia woke me up again, fell right back asleep. Georgia woke me up a second time, out for the count. Like the craziest thing. And yesterday, not so much that, but like same thing, like went right 2 days back to back of like beat. I wonder if this is like a prelude to getting sick or something like that. But 2 days of like physical exhaustion. I took a nap yesterday. A hard nap. Like, don't know what was going on around me nap in my bed under the covers. My cover photo is of Quincillium just before I fell asleep. He was looking out the window. Quincy knows when I'm not feeling great. He literally just like finds me. He knows. So it's a rally again today. I'm not really sure exactly. Yesterday, taking a nap is on brand for me because I did Bunny on Wednesday night. So clearly I'm up late. But is it possible like I haven't like fully like recharged? I guess. I don't know. I don't like it. You know what could fix it? A fucking Red Bull. But we're not doing it. We are not doing it. It's prom day. And for a child who was so like, I could care less about prom, this bitch is pretty much really only like interested in discussing prom. And by this bitch, I mean Georgia. So Georgia woke up today. It's prom day. What? You have literally acted like you could care less. And now today we are a 10 out of 10 hype. Oh, so were you faking? Or did you just realize I was right this whole time? So it's prom day. Last night, back it up. We are getting to the end of proms. This is Georgia's junior, and then we'll have our senior, and that's it. We have been through both of Julia's junior and senior proms. both of Jack's junior and senior proms, and now we are on the last leg of my trifecta of children's proms, and we did this one. And you followed the prom dress journey. Yesterday, I had my dining room table set up. Listen, I can sew things by hand, right? I can sew things. If you say to me, "Hi, I need you to make my children's Halloween costume," I'm gonna make it. I've made many children Halloween costumes over the past 25 years by hand. One of Julia's first Halloween costumes was a clown costume, and I wanted her to be a clown, but there are no little baby clown costumes out there. So I bought and it was cold. It was cold Halloween. I want my baby to have a cool costume. So I bought a fluffy one-piece onesie, long-sleeved, long-legged, from Old Navy, and I built a clown costume around that. I sewed like a whole thing, and I sewed. Jack was notorious for his Sonic costume that I made by hand. I've got to get these pictures for you guys. He looked like Sonic. Like I make a lot of things, but I can sew everything. The final boss mode of my hand sewing is my daughter's prom dress, which has thousands of beads on it. And I'm cheap, and I didn't want to go and bring it to someone to go and get it altered. So I chose to alter it myself. So I painstakingly, out of a fully beaded formal gown, had to take, so the back of this dress, the back of George's dress is like around the back where like the bra strap area, it ties, right? So it comes around the back and it ties, and then it's an open back, and then it looks like from the back, it looks like it's like a bra top and a skirt. In the front, it's completely top to bottom. But in the back, so like the skirt rests on her hips and her lower back. Right in the middle of that, obviously, was a zipper, but the dress is too big in the back. So it needed to be taken in the waist area. And I took out the zipper, but the way the zipper was sewn in, it was all with beads. And so just getting the zipper out clean took a long time. And then I sewed the top parts together and had to wait for her to come home from school to determine whether or not could she get it on over her head. It's like the fucking Kim Kardashian wearing the Marilyn Monroe dress without me putting a zipper in. Because if I put the zipper in, I think it's going to be too bulky back there, because I can't cut out the parts that I don't need. I would just kind of have to fold them, and I think it would cause too much of like a bulge in the back. I could do it, but I don't think it would look flat. So I had her try it on, and she can 100% just get it right over her head. It's no issue. So then I had to, and I'm not even done. I've got to finish like just a little bit on the bottom. I just got tired, and it's hard to see when I'm tired, whatever. So I've got to finish that. So we're going to get a coffee, and then I'm going to finish it this morning. But so the back is almost done, and it looks gorgeous on. It looks beautiful. The shoes, everything looks great. But the bigger problem that I have is that with her new shoe, the dress is a little long. Originally, she was like, yep, it can be long. These dresses can touch the floor, but her dress has beads. And so when she was walking, if she happened to catch the dress, her heels were crunching the beads. So I have, I'm going to hem it by hand, but we're going to use a cheat code. We're going to use not liquid stitch, but it's a strip that you can iron on from the inside. I'm not sure how this is going to work because of the beads. I think we can do it, but at least I can put that down on the bottom and then I can hand stitch just to reinforce, because I think the beads are going to make it heavy. I mean, this is a whole thing, and it's the day of prom. So, but the problem is up until this morning, this child didn't give a fuck. She was like, didn't want to try it on. She didn't care. Everything's great. Last night, it's like a goddamn fashion show. She's trying shit on. She's taking selfies. She's all into it. I should have forced her. I should have forced her to be like, let's go, get into it. But she didn't really she didn't show any interest. She didn't care. So I have to, I mean, what else am I going to do this morning? I got to do it, and that's it. She has a half day. They let them leave early. She's getting out at 11. Her boyfriend is bringing her home. They're going to stop and grab Dunkin', and she has her own schedule. We have at 4 o'clock, her boyfriend's mother is coming here to take pictures. A friend is coming, and then we have the Uber picking them up at 5 to get them there. Prom starts at 6. The ride is only a half hour. So there's that. So that's it. That's it. We're on prom day. Angelo got her flowers. His mom got them and also got him his flowers as well. So I had to check on that. But yes, he got flowers and the mom got flowers too. I'm assuming she's got a wrist corsage. I don't know. Maybe she's got a bouquet. That's kind of the thing lately. I'm not sure. But she got flowers. She's ready. Well, she'll be ready. I was a little disappointed that her dad isn't coming. He said he's working, but I mean, they leave at 5. I think he could come a little bit before that, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to get into it, but she sounded a little disappointed. He wasn't going to be coming, so we'll just deal with that. Same shit forever. But anyway, Mima will obviously be there, Jeff, Jack, and then I think Julia is going to try to pop over, but we'll see. She works as well, so there's that. So that's prom. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Ben Rosa. Good morning, Miss Peachy Keen. Good morning to everybody. Good morning. There's a lot of you in here today. Wow. Okay, because it's Friday. What? So we're a society. We're gonna get a coffee and then we're gonna go home. I'll probably leave you on while I'm talking and just hand stitching this dress. I will definitely share pictures with you. Can't have you follow me on this whole journey and not take pictures. The aunties that went to Casey's house with me the day we were setting her up, we trauma bonded that day and knocked out that house. These women, it's just really crazy the way like this all happened. Like, there's so many people that have supported Casey. Like, every time I've asked, she does have a wish list out there. I will reshare it today on my accounts. She has a wish list. She has gotten some items on it, but these women, you know, kind of floated to the surface and showed up, and that day did like the dirty work of like organizing a whole apartment and staging it and doing all of these things. And they have continued to care for Casey. And I have said, like, I didn't have the bandwidth for this, but it turns out I don't necessarily need it. These women have basically taken this on and, you know, we're like, are we okay to do this? And I called Casey, and it turns out I thought, like, I had to just be careful. Like, are you okay with me, a person that you've only known, you know, through writing stories about you? Are you okay with me introducing a new group of people to you? Are they too much? Is it too much? Not that they would be, but is it too much for you? Is it too awkward? Do you prefer people just drop shit off at your house and no interaction? Like, what do you need? You know what I mean? Like, I was just kind of testing it out to make sure she's okay. And she was like, no, I am thrilled. I am thankful. I am grateful for them. I love it. I need as much help as I can get. And like reminded me, this is a girl who lives here with no family. She has like a girl who is kind of like her aunt, but she stays away from family members because of toxic behaviors and does not want to be around people who are not sober. And I just um I just needed to reaffirm, because I'm busy and sometimes I miss like cues, I guess is the best place to say it. And so these women have we have a group chat. I'm not in it much, but they are like they found her furniture that she needed. They built her bookcases. They have they're just great and they're going there today and they are going to come back for round 2 and kind of like fix the problems that were there before. Um one of them sent a picture of like a thing that they built that they got at like IKEA, and they are really just I'm so grateful for them to be like these aunties to Casey. Give me one sec. Let's get a coffee.
Morning, welcome to Saturday. What can I get for you today?
Hi, good morning. Can I have a large iced white chocolate pistachio made with whole milk?
Large ice white chocolate pistachio with whole milk.
Yes,
Anything else?
that's it.
749 after the desk.
They have a Mother's Day latte, white chocolate latte with raspberry drizzle. No thanks. Good morning, Anne. So I'm very grateful for these women who have taken on Casey to care for her. She's very grateful for it. She loves it. She's thrilled, happy, and grateful for new friends. She's a good kid. She's just a good kid, you know? So there's that. So thank you. Pam Cakes is sticking it to the man and listening while she is at work. Okay, so there's prom, check. Casey, check. I cleaned my sunroom yesterday. The sunroom usually in the cold months is the place where Jeff can go and smoke cigarettes and not actually be outside because Jeff can't smoke in the house. Although he does sneak them in his office, which I'm getting annoyed with. Not that I can smell it, but I just don't like smoking in the house. When it's cold, and he's working from home, he'll smoke in the office, whatever. He has a humidifier down there, but still. Anyway, so, but in the spring and summer, the sunroom is a room that we actually use. So I had already kind of cleaned it out a little bit, but yesterday I kind of went back in again. One day I'll get like nice furniture for there, but I maintain that this old couch thing that we have, it's essentially like a large dog bed that my dogs, the way it lines up, they look out the windows perfectly, resting their heads on like the side of the couch pillows. And I don't know, it works perfectly for the dogs. And I can't get rid of it because the dogs love it. And Jeff won't let me get rid of it because the dogs love it. And it's so big, they sit on it with him and it's just whatever. Anyway, I moved all my plants out there yesterday. So until it gets super, super hot, the plants can go in there and the birds can go in there. And so with all the plants in there and it's spring and it's kind of warm, it's just a really nice addition to the house. And I leave the door open. It's a sliding door from my family room out to this room. So I leave that open. And it's like it's like a new room really for the spring and summer. In the summer, we can't because we have the AC on and that room is a hot box, but this is the sweet spot. And I laid down in there yesterday with the doggos, and especially like what's that time of day where it's like it's not the golden hour, but like a little bit like around that time. It's like such a great room. Um, I really like it. And with my bird feeder station right outside, it makes for optimum bird watching. So I did that yesterday. Here I am saying, why am I so tired? Why am I back to back tired? I don't know, because I fucking don't stop doing things. So I did that yesterday. Also, I don't know if anybody has noticed, but Mass Daily News wrote an article about Sue O'Connell coming at me and challenging my reporting. Listen, Sue's crashing out. It's a very obvious situation. Sue is crashing out. She sees that I get a tweet that gets 100,000 views and she starts crashing out and she's like, this independent conservative journalist, I can't have it. So that sounded very Jerry Seinfeld. I can't have it. So she has to counter it. So she puts up a stupid post where, like, again, she loses sight of the bigger picture, which is like, this is the money, Sue. You know, like, I get it, but like, so she challenges me. Well, I didn't even care. I didn't even care. But Mass Daily News cared. So they wrote a fucking article about it. They were pissed. And then Mike Urban called me yesterday. And he's like, listen, bestie, he's like, I'm pissed off at Sue. I'm going to do a video about it. I just want to make sure you're kosher with that. And I was like, you can do whatever you want. So Mike Urban does a video about it, and Maine Wire did a video about it. Can I explain something to you? Tiffany Fleet Girl showed up in your Instagram feed. So the one day I decide to start, not even one day, but remember I said I'm kind of like going back to my politics and doing my reporting and things like that. I put up this one statistic. I put it up. I gather the info. I make a little fucking chart with AI. I make a chart. I post it. Look what happens when I put in just a little bit of effort. I think that tweet has almost 200,000 views. Check. So that's great for me and my brand. I've gained a couple followers on X. Also great. Get an interview with Maine Wire. So Maine Wire has me on. So now I've got like another like group of people who had never seen me before have now seen me. Mass Daily News highlights. Well, it gets Sue's attention. So I get all the fucking mainstream media people who follow Sue paying attention to me. Then I get Mass Daily News doing a story. They've got a huge reach. And then I get Mike Urban doing a video on the whole thing. So when we talk about like building a brand and just throwing it out there and seeing what sticks, I'm not saying I did not know all of those things would happen, but I do know that when I put out things and I put in the work, that it has this effect. If you are out there and you're thinking about your own business, your own job or whatever, think about that. You know what I mean? Like the effects that these things have. And it's great. And that was only one thing I did. Good morning.
749, please. Do you want a straw for your drink?
I'll take a straw. It's Friday.
Sign, that'd be great. You have a lovely day.
Same to you. Thank you. So just one little graphic with some data on it is great. It gets a lot of reach. I also have learned kind of over the past couple of years what works and what doesn't work on the internet, what hits and what doesn't. I knew that I knew it needed to be a graphic, and I knew when I did it, it was going to get a lot of views. I just knew. Straws on Fridays. So there's going to be a lot more of that. I have more things. It's funny. I released the Taunton police reports for the calls to the Taunton Hotel at the peak of the migrant shelter being open there. The police department had been giving me, since they had been open, every 6 months or so, a copy of the list of how many calls that they got. And so I was like, well, let's go back and revisit that now that it's been almost a year since it's closed. So I got the last 6 months and they've had 7 calls. I shared the 2 sheets, like the two printouts from the police department. Those didn't get a lot of traction. You know why? Because they're not a fucking readable graphic. I've got another graphic that shows that, like the increase, that will be shared and that will work. But I also shared them at the same time. I was getting all excited about all my info that I have that I want to share. And so I did 2 posts in the same day. Can't do that. Needed to wait. Coffee is fantastic today. It's like ice cold. So I just wanted to mention that I love Mike Urban. We talked yesterday just about, like what we're doing here in Massachusetts and what we're trying to do. And there's a little tea. Do you want a little tea? Little tea is good, right? Like a little bit of tea is good. There's a little bit of drama amongst us. Oh, so I consider there's like 4 of us that are independent journalists in Massachusetts that do political work. Aiden is the 5th, but he doesn't do politics. But if he came to politics, he'd be a part of this group. So I consider it to be myself, Jack Gately, Mass Daily News, and Mike Urban. We are the conservative, independent reporters, journalists that are out here in this state writing about what mainstream media doesn't write about. So there's 4 of us. And first of all, I've met all of these gentlemen. I've been on a panel with Mike and Jack. I've been on Jack's show. Jack's been on my show. I don't collab enough with them. And I did talk to Mike about this. He asked me to collab yesterday. And it's one of those things where I've talked about, I don't like being a guest. I don't like having guests because I don't know. It has to come in the future. We have to be doing collabs together and more of this because I think it's a win-win for everybody. So challenge to myself this summer to do more political commentary in conjunction with these people. So it's the 4 of us out here. And so I'm very protective of us, but there was a little bit of drama between Jack and Mass Daily News. Mass Daily News shared a video that Jack had, or it was Jack's, and they didn't credit Jack. I don't know exactly what it was because I wasn't involved, but it miffed Jack Gately. He's very protective of his stuff. And by the way, that wasn't that way in the beginning. Jack Gately never watermarked his stuff, but I got screwed over for stuff that I was working on and sharing, and I started watermarking it. Most notably, Howie Carr. I put in a public records request for something. I shared it on my Twitter account, and it was so important to the cause. I'm sure it had something to do with the migrant crisis. Howie Carr fucking took it and didn't credit me. He literally took my fucking exact screenshot that I got in a public records request. Now, I get it if it like gets shared by a regular person and they don't credit me, that's one thing. But another conservative news source in my state stealing my fucking hard work, it fucking pissed me off. And Erin, my friend Erin, was the one that was like, you've got to watermark your shit. And I hated it, but I do watermark it. Jack Gately also learned right around that time, like, you got to watermark your shit. He got burned too. So he's very protective over his stuff. Now, Jack is like a ground reporter. He literally goes to places and he shows up with his cameras. I don't consider myself one of those people. I'm just a baby. If I had a camera crew and somebody was in charge of the camera, and I could just show up and ask the questions, that sounds like something I would do. But I don't want to be on the hunt and holding cameras and just no. So anyway, he is like really out there. He puts in the time. So he's protective of his work. Apparently Mass Daily News, they shared one of his videos, or a video, not even his own that he recorded, but a video that Jack got from somewhere else, but he was the first to break it. They didn't credit him. Well, Jack Gately was so pissed at Mass Daily News, which, by the way, there's a person behind it. Sue is dying to know who it is. And they don't want themselves to be known. Obviously, we know who they are. Jack Gately fucking doxed him through a surrogate for a fucking hot second. Like 5 minutes, it was on the internet. It's gone. But that was like shots fired. And I was very upset that there was this infighting amongst us, because there's only a few of us. So fast forward to, and I was upset. Also, Jack Gately has some crazy opinions politically, and I'm not sure I agree with him a lot of the times. But again, the end justifies the means. We're all fighting Massachusetts Democrats. Then the convention happens, and obviously we were all there. Mike Urban spoke. Jack and I were in the press box, and Mass News Daily News was there. It's fine. Everybody was working or whatever, but it's a little drama, and there's not a lot of us, so it's kind of weird. But I really like all of them very much, and I really like Mike Urban's style. Everybody has like a key talent, like Mike Urban is great with his videos. Jack is great with on the ground work. I'm great with investigative pieces, and Mass Daily News is great with cranking out news. You know what I mean? Like, he just cranks it out. Every story gets it out there fast. So it's like a really, really great team. By the way, Mike Urban, the day I lost my studio, that day, Mike Urban called me and basically convinced me that I could do this from home. It was his phone call that made me feel like I could do it. He was like, you don't need anything more than a room, your closet. I did the closet show right after that. He was like, you don't need it. So he was obviously, he does his own show from home. He creates his videos from home, is really the deciding factor. I was like, well, we got this guy telling me I can do it. I guess I can do it. Let's do it. So I love them all. I love us. I love what we do. So I've already talked about it. Once I felt like everything was sustainable with YouTube and everything like that, my fun shows and these morning shows basically fund my work, and it's working out perfectly. So more politics coming up for sure. Good morning or good evening from Australia. So that's that. Wanted to talk about that. I don't want to talk about the hantavirus too much, but here's my question. Three things. The first thing is, I did always say that the COVID pandemic was basically going to train us all to not listen to them when they had a real pandemic. Like, the COVID pandemic was not worthy of everything that happened. But what was going to happen to us was, when a real pandemic came, we were going to be like, we are not quarantining, right? Basically, right. There's that. Second, why aren't they all just staying on the boat until they are all completely medically cleared? Why are we porting them and letting them get off? Who's in charge? Like, put Trump in charge. Get him over there to the Canary Islands and send a bunch of fucking boats with guns to surround this fucking ship and just fucking keep them all there. You don't get off for 2 weeks. Quarantine on the fucking boat for 2 weeks. What are you going to do? Some already got off. Also, crazy fun fact. This isn't a cruise ship. It is, but it's not. It's a boat that does like expeditions, right? All around the world. A travel blogger from Boston is on that boat. I think you've seen that video where he's crying. He's like, we're people too, blah, 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 blah. I found his Instagram. And if you go to his Instagram, I got to fucking find it. Well, I mean, to share it with you. Let me see if I can get it. I'll pull over. You can see them at all of the stops prior to this whole situation happening. And I'm wondering if like the husband and wife that passed away are in any of these videos. I bet they are. But you can see him, you can basically see the inside of the ship. He's got plenty of videos showing you everything, showing you his room, showing you the whole ship. He's got all of this. It's very interesting. But I know some people were like, these poor people on vacation. It's not quite like a cruise ship, so to speak. They go to places and look at animals, and they get off and they explore and stuff like that. I'm seeing the chat, and listen, there's some things here that are already not making sense to me. Already not making sense. I'm not getting into it. We're not doing this today, but there's some shit that's not making sense already. Already. Like, is this like, I cannot let my brain go to this place again. I'm already dealing with one child that's dealing with this situation. I just leave them. You've got them on a boat. Leave them on the fucking boat. That's it. Leave them there. You don't get off. Send them the best of the fucking best. Send them fucking filet. Send them lobster. Send them lobster. Enjoy your time. What do you want? We'll do anything for you. We're good. You guys are ground zero, but you got to stay on your boat until you'll keep them there. Make it like the fucking Hunger Games. Have like little parachutes drop in with fucking shit. Give them whatever. Lobsters will fix everything. Just leave them on the goddamn. You're going to dock and let them out? Don't be dumb. Give them money. This is the world we're talking about. Give everybody $1 million to stay on the fucking boat and watch how fast that liberal fucking travel influencer from Boston stops his fucking tears. Give him $1 million. Who's not going to sign off on that? I don't even sign off on the fucking money that's going to these fucking wars. Are we still giving money to the Ukraine? Are we still fucking helping Israel? I'm tired of it. We don't even, oh, dude, please. We spend so much money. How many people are on the boat? 150? Sure. $150 million to everybody on there. You get $1 million. You stay there until you are completely cleared. We're going to send you lobsters. Have a great time on the boat that you were already on. We will see you in a month. Thank you for taking one for the team world. Thank you. And just stay there and eradicate this disease. And that's it. Thank you. Have a great day. Throw money at it. I can't deal with this again. I'm going to tell you something. If they do a pandemic, if they pulled this shit again, these motherfuckers, if they do, that's it. I'm selling my house and I'm moving to the woods. I'm not doing this. Dairy cows, chickens. It's time to put all of my fucking ballerina farm knowledge to work. I'm not kidding you. I'm not going through it again. Start the communes. Remember I told you all need to have a fucking talent? Figure it out. And you know what's going to happen. It's going to be a deadlier disease than COVID, and people will literally drop dead. But there'll be like these news stories of being like, oh, people die. And then there's kids at fucking like college and they're fucking doing frat parties because they were like, not again. And then I'm thinking of that fucking kid that I was on the show with the other night, Wednesday night, from Chat Roulette, and he's got this fucking attitude. He believes he's like my savior because he got vaxxed. I can't. We're not going there. It's Friday. Forget it. We're not doing it. We're going to check out the boat ramp. We're going to see what's going on. Georgia and Angelo went down here to fish yesterday. Somebody from the town in Massachusetts, I'll find out who you are. Oh, they're doing construction down there, and they won't let us down there. What? They're fixing the stuff that I said they needed to fix. It's insane here. So somebody went over and was like, why are you kids here? Blah, 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 blah. And do you have a fishing permit? Blah, 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 blah. Yes, they do. They go to Bristol Aggie. Do you think this is a clown show? So someone from Highway Department, they're all down here right now, told my kids they couldn't fish down here. But it looks like they are finally fixing everything. It's fine. Flags are at half staff. I am assuming for the state police officer who was killed in a one-way crash. Very sad situation. There's a crazy video out there where a guy in a truck, he hold on. There's a bunch of guys here. They're on a boat. They do surveys. It says survey. U.S. Army. Oh, I could have. It's like a 4 outboard boat. This one too. Huh. I just love boats. Anyway, there's a new stop. Forget what I was just saying. I don't care about that. There's a new bait shop over here. Did I tell you this? I used to have to drive all the way to Tiverton to get my live bait, but now there is a bait shop right over here in Dighton, very close by. So we will be getting some bait and fishing again soon. So there's that. I wanted to pull over and I wanted to look at my Instagram account, but I can't go in there because all of those boats and hoes are over there. Oh, the Poplars is having like work done on their yard. It's so gorgy. I'm just obsessed. All right, hold on. We're just going to pull over right here. I can't even go see my seagull friends. I heard the wrong way driver was an illegal. Is this true? What was it? Was it the three names that kind of made you think that? Here's the problem. You cannot get information. You can't get information about that. There are many times where I would try to find out the legal status of someone in like regards to like these shelter incident reports, people that were getting, we'd get tipped off on stories and then we'd say we thought that we heard this person came from a shelter. You just don't get, you can't get any information about these people. Because mainstream media won't get it. Hold on. I want to try to find that guy's Instagram account for you. Stand by. I'm going to find it for you. It's Mother's Day. On Sunday. It's troubling. I can't be on my Instagram. Oh, I love when Drake's baby mama posts photos. She doesn't do it often. It's Sophie Brousseau. Um, she's an artist. Well, she's a stripper, but she's an artist now because she's rich. She's pretty. But anyway, she's Drake's baby mama. I like looking at her pictures. She never really posts pictures of Adonis, which is sad to me. Because I would like to see more and more photos of the child. She also like deleted a lot of previous posts, so those things are gone. I don't know. I want more Adonis. Like, how old is that kid now? Anyway, I'm trying to find you the name of the account from the guy. I'm looking. Stand by. I'm going to share something else with you too. But give me a minute. Oh God, I cannot with. Hold on. I wish I could do this with you. I can't find it. It's not coming up. And I fear the longer I stay here, the worse it's going to get for you, because I love my Instagram. It's my favorite thing. And it's very comfortable for me. I just like it. I'm scrolling Instagram. You guys, I'm sorry. New video of Mike Vrabel and visibly pregnant Diana Rossini on secret boat outing emerges. This thing continues to get crazy. Here's my problem I'm having with this situation. Like, number one, I maintain this time and time again. Relationship, affair, marriage, all of those things have, I really do believe, absolutely no bearing on his ability to coach the Patriots. Okay? No, she's not pregnant now. She was pregnant. Hold on. Hold on. I was going to tell you, T, about what? Go back. Spicy Misty, get me back on track. What was I going to talk to you about? Tell me. I'm waiting for Spicy Misty's comment. She's going to tell me what I was going to say. I will get back on track with that. Okay, I can't wait. All right, so here's my take. Okay, here's my take. Hot take. The sex lives of anybody do not and should not matter in their ability to do their job. I hear you. Everybody's going to start going, well, what about here? And if they are a hierarchy where like it's a boss or whatever, okay. Has anybody figured out that these kinds of things are going to happen forever? It's always going to happen. These things will happen for the rest of our days. Okay? There's that. We are never going to eradicate work relationships happening. That's never going to happen. Ever. From the smallest jobs at fucking the Amazon distribution center in Fall River to the fucking coach of the Patriots and everything in between, it is never going to stop, because when people have relationships with people that they work with, they are forming intimate friendships that can and will develop into sexual relationships and loving relationships and partnerships. And how that happens And what happens with the external things outside of that space, it can get sloppy and can get messy. But dude, it is a tale as old as fucking time. And it is just life. Okay? However, either you're a good fucking coach or you're not a good coach. You don't, the problem is you don't get to know. Do you know what Mike Vrabel's life was like at home? Do you know well, you don't know. Maybe Mike Vrabel has been staying with his wife because it's better for his career than to go through a divorce. Maybe the timing isn't wrong. Maybe they have kids. You don't fucking know. You don't know her situation with her. Maybe her husband is a closet gay man. You don't know. Maybe he fucking hits her. Maybe she's been miserable for you. Who the fuck knows? Maybe she loves her husband and Mike Vrabel loves his wife and they just had this fucking thing and that's it. What does that have to do with him fucking going to work and coaching? Now, I get it. I get her job. It's problematic for her. That's fine. But this is just continuing on and on and on. And these pictures coming out of nowhere, like from years ago. Who's got these? So what is somebody now going back through all of their fucking old photos and be like, hey, I got these pictures of Mike Vrabel. Yeah, okay, fine. Sell them to TMZ. That's fine. Listen, I don't really fucking care, but Bob fucking Kraft is the owner of the fucking Patriots, and that guy was getting jerked off down in fucking Florida. He does not give a fuck who Mike Vrabel is fucking, when or how. Is it a little salacious that I think that maybe that baby is his baby? The baby's name Mike? Sure, but you better not fucking fire this guy. You better not get rid of him. You leave him right where he is. And I hate the Patriots. Okay? I hate them. Leave him to do his job and let him fuck whoever he wants to fuck. It's not my business. It is. Listen, you're the coach of the Patriots. So I'm sorry, Mr. Vrabel. We'll talk about it today on my modest little show because that's what you get. You're out here in the public. You're out in the world. You coach the fucking Super Bowl winning team, and it's New England. So you got this crazy fan base. That's what happened. So yes, I'm very sorry. Sorry, Michael. We are going to talk about it. Sorry, Diana. We're going to talk about it. Okay, but that doesn't mean us talking about it should equate to you losing your job. Sir, go fucking coach the Patriots. Get in there and have the season you had last year. You got a tougher schedule this year. It's not going to be a fucking tit walk like it was last season. So just focus on your fucking shit. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care. Nobody should care. This is front page of the National Enquirer at the grocery store checkout line at best. At best. Diane is saying Vrabel would. All of you would fuck him. All of you bitches would fuck him. All of you crazy fucking Patriot women would fuck Mike Vrabel in a second if you could. You know it. I know it. Your fucking husbands know it. And they'd give you a fucking pass for it too. They'd give you a pass. They'd be like, oh shit. Guess what? My wife fucked Mike Vrabel yesterday. Clout. He's not my type. I like the baseball player types, like my husband. But listen, just let this man fuck whoever the fuck he wants. As long as he's coaching you to a 500 season, it's none of your fucking business. They have a kid together, also none of your business. I'm not going to stop you from looking at the shit, but nobody ever better fucking take action. And listen, I think Kraft knows what's up. Now, there's always this thing where teams make decisions based on the optics or whatever. Let's talk. Sorry if this is too niche for all of you, but look at Kareem Hunt. Okay? Kareem Hunt was on the Kansas City Chiefs, and these fucking scrappy whores go to the hotel to try to fucking sleep with these guys and probably get pregnant so they can get fucking child support checks off these NFL guys, right? Fine. This girl shows up there. She's drunk. They're going upstairs. Kareem Hunt is basically, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Okay, bitch, get the fuck out of here. And he fucking pushes her while she's like going at him and to try to get into his room, or she's in the room and she's sloppy. Who knows? Maybe she took out her fucking phone and was trying to get pictures of his dick. These guys are famous and they're probably whatever. The fucking they say like, here's the video surveillance, he's pushing her on the ground. Listen, it's not like he fucking banged her out in a fucking elevator like the other fucking guy. He just pushed this bitch because she's being fucking scrappy. And what do the Kansas City Chiefs do? They fucking get rid of him. Gone. See ya. We can't have this. It's drama. Blah blah fucking blah. So he fucking goes to Cleveland. Thank God he still plays. No charges get pressed. Nothing ever comes out of it. And we lose Kareem Hunt going into our winning fucking season. And he's sitting over there in the Browns like he's in fucking exile. Fuck that. Let these guys play sports. And guess where Kareem Hunt came back to? The Chiefs. And yes, I fucking defended Kareem Hunt on Glenn Ordway's show, and Glenn Ordway like fucking yelled at me, and they used that clip for fucking forever going into the outros and the intros. I don't fucking care. I said that girl was like fucking underage. She was 19. I was like, where's her parents? Go get your fucking kid. Get her out of hotels being fucking NFL groupies. Get home. You won't see Georgia at a fucking hotel following Kareem Hunt around. You might see her mother, but you won't see her. I know I have to go and sew my dress, but I'm elevated. I can't walk into my house like this. Meowser's working from home today. Mima's still on her side. I can't go in there and start yelling. We have to drive around a bit. Relax. So just leave Vrabel alone. But if a paternity test does come out, someone please call me so I can talk about it, because that is very interesting. Oh, Ray Rice is fuck Ray Rice. Piece of shit. Ray Rice is not the same as Kareem Hunt. Where are all these cars coming from? Is there some sort of redirect in my neighborhood? Where are all these cars coming from? I'm going to do the dress. Yes, I'm going to do the dress. I'm going. But I was heated about the Vrabel thing. Listen, I'm going to tell you, I've said this 1,000 times. As a woman who lives in New England, who is a moderate sports fan and a crazy NFL fan, and a Kansas City Chiefs fan that has Patrick Mahomes' last name tattooed on my arm, I like when the Patriots have winning seasons. It is fucked up and depressing in this area when they suck. Everybody is angry and miserable. It's not good for anybody. So for me, I want Vrabel to stay. I think it's like, listen, you fucking Gerard Mayo. Listen, this is good. It's good for the economy. It's good for our mental health. It's good for the grocery stores on Sundays. Everybody's in a good mood. You guys finally got those really good jerseys, kind of like that Patriot gray, blue. Love those. All these New England teams with their muted colors. Remember when all of the cars came out and it was like all the cars were regular colors, but it was like they mixed like white paint in with them, so they were just kind of like a softer muted version of all those colors. That's what you guys are doing to your jerseys. You have the Red Sox green that's kind of like muted, and then you have like this Patriots blue gray. It's basically somebody's just like, well, let's take this color and just like add a little white to it, just like they did with all of the cars or whatever. Same. Anyway, I'm a fucking Chiefs fan. I have been fucking plagued with red and yellow, and there's nothing I can do with it. I get called fucking McDonald's every time I dress in my Chiefs gear. There's no, we can't mute red and yellow. So anyway, please, Robert Kraft, Jonathan Kraft, if you are listening to me, maybe this will get to you. Could you please block out all of the extra drama as it relates to Vrabel and Diana and just focus on your team and leave him as coach? Please don't do anything. I need you to just keep everything as is. Thank you so much. I think we all know the Crafts there. I have a connection to the Crafts. My friend, he probably doesn't like me talking too much about, well, it doesn't work for them anymore, so it doesn't matter. But my friend Stan used to be the personal assistant to Robert Kraft. Good morning, Stan, if you're listening. Sometimes he does. But Stan used to work for Robert Kraft. His personal assistant. Yes, and he was in Florida with him many times. I came in late. Does Jess know TB is getting sued by Kirkpatrick? Who's Kirkpatrick? Who's Kirkpatrick? A lady in Kylie, the school lunch. Oh, yeah. Great. Great. That's perfect. That's a welcome lawsuit. Good luck with that one. That will most likely get him national coverage. Good for him. Good for him. All right, so okay. Yeah, good. Okay, perfect. sounds like content. That's what that sounds like. He just posted it. Perfect. Let me read it. Let's read it. Let's get it. Hold on. So I'm in a little bit of a dilemma. I'm going to say something else too. Just remind me to come back to hidden pictures. Somebody say hidden pictures in a minute and I'll come back to it. But let me go look if Aiden just posted it. Hold on. Have I talked about the Beagles yet? Listen, Anne, the Beagles have me in a chokehold, okay? The Ridgeland Beagles are all freed, and there's a viral video going around of one of the Beagles who was rescued, who has been paired up with a loving home, and they bring him to the water, and he's looking at the water, and his little legs are like he's swimming. They're holding him, and I cannot with these Beagles. I can't. The one at the lake, yes. I have been crying over these Beagles like you wouldn't believe. I was served by sheriff yesterday with a lawsuit filed by Kylie Kirkpatrick in Napa, California. I exposed Kylie 6 years ago, and as a result of my reporting, she was arrested and charged with 8 felony counts of fraud. It was one of the biggest stories I had written about at the time, and another example of how Turtle Boy is used to petition the government to arrest bad people protected by the state. Most of you probably don't know who she is, so I'm going to be sharing all of the stories about her once again, because that is apparently what she wants. Stay tuned. Correct. Content. There you go. Perfect. Hold on one second. Okay, so there's that. Hidden pictures. Here we go. Vrabel better not be fired. He better not quit either. Lock in, dude. Lock in. Nobody gives a fuck. Okay, fine. Here's my message to Mike Vrabel. Do I keep saying, let me start it again. Here's my message to Mike Vrabel. Is it Vrabel? Vrabel, Mike Vrabel. When you look at something and you go, am I saying it right? It sounds weird. Here's my message to head coach Mike Vrabel. Lock in, dude. Do not succumb to the pressure. Do not open your phone. Don't let anybody get in your ear. Don't let anybody tell you like this is too embarrassing for the Patriots. Don't let anybody tell you it's a distraction to the players. Don't let anybody tell you that the Patriots are better off if you step away and go do absolutely nothing. Do not listen to them. Lock in. Say, yes, I was fucking this girl. Yes, I got her pregnant. Yes, she named her child after me. And we have been living our lives the best we can. I'm not the first. I won't be the last. I gotta go coach the New England fucking Patriots back to a fucking postseason fucking life. Leave me the fuck alone. Nobody fucking cares. Thank you. Have a nice day. Now, I haven't been listening to EI or Sports Hub in regards to this. I am sure they also don't care, or maybe they're not talking about it. That sounds great. Don't talk about it. Nobody cares. Nobody on those radio stations better be calling for this guy to do some sort of like fucking humble, righteous shit and step aside. No. Actually, it is a fucking service to fucking Patriot Nation to stay. It's actually harder for him to stay with the scrutiny, with the news stories, with the photos dropping. Wouldn't it be easier for him to just fucking take some cash and go live a fucking nice life? It's better for him personally to escape. He's doing you a service. He's doing this community a service. He's sacrificing his privacy to stay out here and coach this team. And everybody needs to look at it that way. And listen, I'm not in the business of ball washing anybody in the New England Patriots, but I swear to fucking God, it is almost June and I cannot go in to this football season with this shit happening. Get it all out of your systems now. That's it. If they knew it was his baby all along, that sick shit. Is it though? Is it really? Who knows? You think guys don't father kids outside their marriages? All the time it happens. It's between these people. If his wife wants to leave him, leave him. Go get your fucking story on fucking Today Show. Go get that check, girl. Whatever. I don't know. Her husband, what? Listen, again, just go to work. Get up and go to work, sir. Go to work. Please, because I'm going to tell you something. Jeff Machado in New England on a Sunday during football season when the Patriots are down and out is the most obnoxious species on the planet, okay? When the Patriots were losing post Tom Brady and the Eagles were rebuilding, my husband is psychotic. He wears all his Eagles gear and jerseys to the grocery store on Sundays during football season, and he makes eye contact with your husbands. He looks at them in their sad old Patriots gear, and he stands up tall, and he makes eye contact, and when your husband walks by, he's like, fuck the Patriots. I'm not kidding you. This isn't a joke. He There's nothing my husband likes more than being a Philadelphia Eagles fan in New England when the Patriots suck. That guy will get into fights and arguments with men at corner stores, grocery stores, liquor stores, anywhere. He's ready to fucking fight all your husbands. It's embarrassing. We're at the checkout line and like God forbid we run into a fucking Cowboys fan. God for fucking bid. But then that's another problem. But the Cowboys, he's like kind of funny, like, ha ha ha, you're my fucking adversary. Ha ha ha. Like, that's our rivalry, blah, blah. Patriot fans, he's looking down at you. He's like, fuck you guys. You guys suck. Brady's gone, blah, blah, blah. And he loves it. And I can't deal with it because some of these men are down bad. They don't have any Super Bowls to fucking brag about. It's their whole fucking identity. And so he's gonna get hit. He's gonna get hit. So for peace and harmony in New England, for the economy, for everybody's mental health, keep fucking Mike Vrabel exactly where he is, and just get us to a 500 season up here in New England. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. This guy, I wish I was kidding about the husband shit, but that Jeff is such an antagonist up here. It's also currently right now, Red Sox Yankees. What do you think he's doing right now? He's already starting. Hidden pictures. Thank you. Okay, so it's fair game to discuss. This is fair game to discuss. If you live down in Bristol County, well, let's talk it out. If you live down in Bristol County, I used to work at WBSM, which is the AM version of Fun 107. And I bet somebody who lives down here, Lauren Tanzi, might already know what I'm talking about. So good morning. If you live down here, we have Fun 107. And that is like, the morning pop hits radio station, right? Right. And there is a DJ on Fun 107. His name is Gazelle. Okay. And Gazelle is like a very popular DJ radio host down here in New Bedford, Fall River area. He's also like a outside of work DJ. He does like DJing for school events, but he's also does weddings. He DJ'd TT's wedding. And it was a crazy story because he was on Martha's Vineyard, and the night before he couldn't get off the island because it was wind or whatever. And so he couldn't get off the island, and he had TT's wedding and he made it or whatever. I've known Gazelle for probably 5 years, and we used to be a little bit closer because we used to talk to each other. And he's like a really, really, really nice guy. So Gazelle gets engaged, and he is in the public eye all the time. He's on the radio. He gets engaged, but every photo he shares of his wife or his fiance at the time, he blocked her face. She doesn't want to be in the public eye. So at first, I got that, right? But Gazelle is like a very public person, and he loves posting pictures. So every picture he would post, it would be him and her. We would see everything but her face. And I was like, now I knew what she looked like because I worked with him. So she's very pretty, but she didn't want her face shown. Then they get married or engaged and engagement photos come out. So we get all the photos, but her face is covered. Then the wedding happens, and all of these wedding photos are of him. You see her, but her face is covered. It started to become problematic for me as a fan. I was just like, this is too much, right? It's too much. Just don't post the pictures at all for me, because I see the pictures with just emoji over the face, and it's this like organic thing where I was just like, like, stop it. I just want to see her. Like, please. Right? Well, they had a baby, and now the baby has emoji faces. And I respect so much that he is like protective of his family and stuff, but now we have baby emojis. So he's essentially married to an emoji woman and now has an emoji child. And I just can't. I can't. I mean, no mean anything by this. It's just something I would like to vent about. I almost prefer you just don't share them, because there is nothing fulfilling about it at all at this point. It is now, I am mad. I am frustrated and I am mad, because it is now almost just like a big fuck you to us. Now we have emoji baby, and I just, sir, just don't post any more pictures. Somebody says the baby looks like mom. Sent me. So I have FOMO. I would love to see what this baby looks like. I can't see the baby. I'm mad I can't see the baby. The wife, I know what she looks like, it's fine, but I haven't seen the baby. Who doesn't love babies? And we see like everything but the face. Like the latest picture is like he's dressed really cute. Show me the baby's face. Please. I will pay for a subscription. Do an OnlyFans, but just have your wife and your baby's pictures there. I don't even know. It's very much stressing me out. I don't want no, Lauren, I don't want the, I noticed that Courtney Cox also emojis her son. I know. What's her son's name? Is it Brooks? I know. I don't know. I don't know. Listen to this. OnlyFans. I just can't. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just saying, I opened my Instagram to go look for something for you, and I saw it, and I was like, shit, man, like, more emojis? I just want to, I don't know, it's right. So there's that. The Sphere in Vegas had opening night last night or the night before. No Doubt is the band that is performing there. And I've seen some clips from it on Instagram. I continue to be amazed by what I see at the Sphere. The way that this looks, even on camera, I can't imagine how it looks in real life. But essentially, if you don't know what the Sphere is, I can't help you. But those of you who do, it's this big round ball, and inside and outside, it's like these unbelievable like screens that make things look very real. And they've had multiple things there. I think U2 was the opening, and then you had The Wizard of Oz. And then sometimes they're interactive with wind and things falling from the sky. No Doubts opening night happened. Gwen Stefani still sounds great. She has a great voice. She's high energy. So sound wise, it sounded great. Look wise, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. Like, there's Simple Life, you know that song, A Simple Kind of Life. So like, there's a video on the screen behind them while they're performing of her and Tony dancing, right? Because as you know, her and Tony like were together at first. And anyway, like, it's wild. Like, you're watching that on the screen, and then on the top of the screen, the roof of the house opens up, and it's Gwen looking down like in a dollhouse at them. It's so crazy. It's so crazy to look at. It's a mind fuck when you look at this stuff. And then like, there's another part where there's like trees, and it's beautiful, and the trees all have oranges on them. And then like these soft little oranges start falling from the sky, like in real life. Like, it's just a phenomenal experience. I obviously always like stay involved in my community, and I, whatever. There's a plot of land in Somerset. It's one of the only pieces of land that we have left that we can sell. And many years ago, there was the talk of it becoming a casino because it's very close to 195, like to get on and off. The casino ultimately never came here because the neighbors didn't want it. But if I could do anything, I would put a mini sphere on that property and bring back like planetarium style shows where like, kids can go on field trips there. And then also you have shows and musical experiences and things like that. But like, I don't want a big sphere, but like, can we get a mini sphere? You know what I mean? Like, can we get a mini sphere? I don't know. It's beautiful. I will most likely never go to the sphere. I will never see anything at the sphere, but it's very nice for me to take a look at. I enjoy it. But if anybody would like to make a mini sphere, that would be great. All right, I'm gonna go inside, and I'm going to so I guess maybe we could go in together if you want to just talk. You were just looking for flights. You know what kind of flights I was looking for? I'm not kidding you. I was yesterday looking to plan another trip to Pensacola. I know that sounds crazy. I know it does, but I've been longing to go back to Pensacola. Number one. Number two, I would like to go on a trip to Pensacola with just my husband. I loved having TT and Mike there, but it's obviously a different experience if it's just my husband and I. I fell in love with it, and I know it's not the most like, glamorous place in the world, but I did have like a feeling about Pensacola while I was down there that it felt like a drug, and I would like to go see my dealer. And so I want to go back down there. And so I was playing with dates and times and things to see what it would cost for my husband and I to go down. Jeff has 4 weeks of vacation. We have in years not taken those. Honestly, since before I got sick, we have not gone on vacations. We did a weekend vacation in Hampton Beach last year, which I spoke with the kids. Nobody wants to go back to Hampton Beach. I also don't want to go back to Hampton Beach. So there's that. My kids would like to go to New Hampshire. They would like to go to like Lincoln, New Hampshire for a summer vacation, which I'm also fine with. But the kids are asking me to plan something. And so when I'm asking them what they want, now the Cape Cod wedding isn't really occasions. We'll be down there, but it's not like occasions. So the kids are asking me to plan something, and by kids I mean Jack and Georgia, and they want to go to New Hampshire. We've gone to New Hampshire in the summer before when the kids were little, and I don't know why, but Jack and Georgia like it up there. I'm not saying I don't know why. I like New Hampshire in the fall, not necessarily in the summer. So that's what they're looking at. So I'm looking at going to Lincoln for a week, and finding a place to stay. We've stayed at a place a couple of times that's owned by the same company where my mom's timeshare is down the Cape. So we get like owner rates. So we might just go there because they like it. So I'm going to look at that for the family vacation. So there's that. Also, family vacation won't be a full week because my kids do not like being away for 7 days or more, which is why I'm ruling out the OBX. We talked about going back to the Outer Banks. We went to the Outer Banks 3 times, and my kids really, really loved the Outer Banks, but we don't fly as a family. We drive. Nobody wants to be in the car that long, and the Outer Banks is ridiculously expensive. So is it Dina? Who is the girl that used to be friends with 5150? What's her name? Deanna. So Deanna posted pictures of the Outer Banks. She went with a bunch of people and she's like, I'm just catching up and I'm showing this. I'm friends with her on Facebook, so I don't know if she posted them on Twitter, but on Facebook she posted. And the house that she and her family and friends rented down in OBX is very typical of the houses in the Outer Banks. They're beautiful and I love them. I took the picture of the pool and reverse Googled imaged it and plugged it into Google, and my drink is all ice. There's nothing else left in it. I already drank it. That rental, not to blow up her spot or anything, but that rental, like in the summer, is like $13,000 for a week. The Outer Banks is exceptionally expensive now when it was absolutely affordable for a middle-class family. I just don't know how things are as expensive as they are. The resort that we stayed at the first year we went is 3 times as much as it was when we went in 2018. 3 times as much. It's insane. I can't even believe it. So Outer Banks is out. So I think it's going to be New Hampshire. Julia is not going to be able to come on family vacation this year because she's using up all of her time for her honeymoon. So it's going to be just like us and the kids. So I think it's going to be New Hampshire and my mom. We take my mom, but Jeff and I want to go back to Pensacola for like 4 nights. So I was playing around with numbers on Expedia for flights, and obviously we won't be staying at the luxurious spot, but I did find a couple of places that were fine that we saw in real life. So I'm looking at going down there, like a little bit of YOLO, you know what I mean? Like who knows how long this is going to be going on. And I do work all the time and I need to just take a break once in a while. So I was planning something, maybe August. I don't know. But we are definitely going to do a family trip, and I bet you it'll be like a Monday through away from home for a long time. Did you see Sweet Pea when you were down in the turtle capital of the world? Narave, is that how, Narave Beach? I don't know how to say it. Nothing on the honeymoon. I will see Julia on Sunday for Mother's Day, and I will hear where we're at. I know it would be hot, but fun fact, I've never been on a vacation that's hot. Anytime I've been to the OBX, it's early in the season. I've gone to Las Vegas in February. I've gone to Fort Lauderdale in September or in March. I have never been to a warmer state in the summer. I know it's going to be hot. Fine. That's another part of this whole thing. I would like to go down when I can just be outside on the beach or in the pool. I don't know. So we'll see. I was looking at it. Back when I worked full time at Bank of America, or since Jeff and I got married and when we were working, a big part of my life was planning family vacations. It always gave us something to look forward to. It gave me something to plan. I still am not over the trauma of my New York vacation, which I'm not even sure I can really even talk about, but it is the worst family vacation ever. We went April vacation. I don't even remember what year it was. I would have to get the specific year, but before COVID, right? Before COVID, the year before COVID, so 2019 maybe. Worst vacation of my life. The worst vacation of my life. Never again. Fuck New York City. Anyway, that's it. Positive results on lupus. Ugh. Good luck. Keep your head right. That's the most important thing. Keep your head right. I know that people love New York City or hate New York City. I had the absolute worst experience ever. Ever. It was one of those things where, and I will venture to say that Erin influenced me a little because Erin loved New York City. And she talked about when she went and just a great experience. Listen, it's all America, right? You got to see the Statue of Liberty. You got to go to Times Square, right? Don't you want to see those things? So I planned a moderately heavy spring break trip to go down there. Now, there were a couple of things, I don't know, like at the last minute, I was having issues with my car. I had a Lexus SUV and it was a last minute thing. And I was like, ugh. So we ended up taking Julia's Lexus, which is a 4-door sedan. Big difference than a Lexus SUV. So we were limited on space. My mother at the time drove a pretty decent Volvo sedan. So we had me, my mother, Julia. No, me, my mother, Julia, Aiden, and Georgia in my mother's sedan. And then in the other car, it was Jeff, his son, and Jack. Or maybe even Aiden was in the boys and the girls, whatever. So now you got 2 cars driving down to New York in tandem, which is already a struggle. And I have such anxiety surrounding it, and kids that are smaller. And I had it all planned out. We were going to go to the Bronx Zoo as soon as we got there. And then we were going to go to a Yankee game that night, Red Sox Yankees game that night. And then after the Yankees game, we were going to cross right over into New Jersey to where our hotel was. Now, timing wise, it sounds tight, but there was a buffer there with plenty of time in between to get to the stadium. Was it a long day? Yes, but we were like, we're going to go to the Bronx Zoo early. We left early. We were going to get there just when it opened. We're going to get in. We're going to have a great day. We're going to have lunch at the zoo. And then we're just going to pop over to Yankee Stadium, go to a Red Sox Yankees game, and then go to the hotel. Then the following day, we were going to go back to New York and do Statue of Liberty and stuff like that. So we get to New York and we are trying to get to the Bronx Zoo. And unbeknownst to me, the Bronx Zoo on that day made it free for people to go. And the line to get into the Bronx Zoo was absolutely fucking insane. So we are like on the exit ramp to get on, I don't even know exit ramp because I felt like we were off the highway. Jeff's behind us, and my mother's car starts doing something absolutely crazy or insane. I don't know if it was overheating or whatever. I'm not a car person. And the car started being kind of weird. So whenever I could, I would shut it off and restart it. We are in this tight line to get into the zoo. We get into the zoo area where they're going to be sending us to the parking area where we're supposed to park. I roll down the window. There's a person from the zoo there directing everybody. And I said, listen, see that lot right there on the left? This car is going to break down. Something's wrong with it. Can we park there? Now, I'm sure this guy has heard every fucking scam in the world where people are trying to get to this close parking garage like area. And he said, I can't let you in there. And I said, listen, something's wrong with this car. I don't know if it's overheating. Something is happening. It's going to break down right here. Now, I'm away from home with 2 cars filled with kids, and I'm very stressed out. And I'm thinking like, how? So I'm begging this guy to please let me turn in there. He says, nope, you're going to have to stay in this line, get all the way down there, and then tell them blah, 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 blah. Okay. 3 minutes later, the car dies right in the middle of the line. Right in the middle of the line. I knew it was going to happen. I told the guy it was going to happen. And I got out of my car and I started yelling at the guy. I said, I fucking told you this was going to happen. So now we have to wait for the line in front of us to move up enough. And we have to have people come get us all out of the car and push the car into the fucking lot. Now, if you had told me one of my cars was going to break down, it wasn't the pretty new Volvo sedan. It would have been the older Lexus. But the car breaks down. So now we got a car full of shit. We got a car full of people. We're in the middle of the fucking Bronx. And this guy like literally is like, oh, okay. So we pushed. Have we been to Gatlinburg? Yes, I've been to Gatlinburg. It's absolutely gorgeous. Stay in a cabin. Stay in a cabin. So we have to push it into a parking lot. Now the car doesn't start. Now we are in the Bronx. We are on a schedule and we don't have a fucking car. So now we're asking people, what do we do? Where do we go? We have AAA, but whatever. So somebody from the zoo tells us that there is a mechanic down the street in the Bronx that will take the car. But what do we do for a car? So this is crazy, but Jeff leaves me with the family and Jeff has to go and handle the car situation. So I'm pissed. Now I'm in the Bronx Zoo with my whole family and my husband is somewhere in the Bronx with this car. And I'm miserable and I should have gotten an Academy Award because I faked it and I did the best I could. So Jeff gets there. Now, again, it's early. It's 10 o'clock in the morning and they tell us they are going to be able to fix the part. Whatever this part is, they can do it that day. We'll have the car by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So we're like, great. Jeff gets a ride back to the Bronx Zoo. And we're waiting and waiting and waiting. And they don't call us. They don't call us. And now it's like 3:30 and they don't call us. And I'm going, do I send Jeff with our car there and leave us all here stranded at the zoo without a car? Like, what the fuck do I do? At this point, my anxiety is an all-time high. I want to fucking snap my fingers and go home. I'm so upset. I'm so stressed. We leave the kids with my mother and we go to the mechanic and the mechanic says, we are not going to be able to finish it today. This motherfucker. This is after paying the tow truck $300 to tow it 1.5 miles, but 1.5 miles in the Bronx is like a 4-hour trip. So now it's 4 o'clock. We have no car. We have a Yankee game that starts at 7 o'clock. We can't do anything. We have nothing. I start looking at hotels close by. Forget it. So we try to get a rental at Enterprise and they closed. And I said to Jeff, drive me to the fucking place. We missed it by 5 minutes. I go in there and I have never fucking begged like I have ever begged before. I said, I need a car rental. I need a car rental now. I have a family. We're stranded here. And this fucking guy gave us a fucking car rental. Grace of God. So we get the car rental and we're faced with the situation. Do we puke and rally and we go to the Yankee game? Of course. What are we going to do? What are we going to just go to the hotel and cry? So tired, haven't changed clothes, haven't done anything. Absolutely miserable day. By the time we get the rental and everything, we get to Yankee Stadium in the second inning. Second inning. Our seats suck. They're all the way up in the nosebleeds, which I could have dealt with before because we were going to be on time and great, but not after the day we had. I'm miserable. Turns out Jack can't be up that high. Who knew? He was losing his mind. He didn't even watch the game. I didn't watch the game. The whole thing was absolutely miserable. It was cold. Finally, we're done. We get to our hotel. Thank fucking God I wasn't cheap on the hotel. The hotel was fine. We get to the hotel. 2 hotel rooms side by side. It's fine. We wake up the next morning and I'm like, listen, I can't do this. I cannot go back to New York. And Jeff was like, what do you mean? I was like, I can't do it, dude. I can't go back there. I'm stressed. I have like PTSD. I can't go. Car's still not done. Car is still not done. So we patched together a couple of days of stuff. I can't even remember what we did, but we never went back to New York City except on the last day to pick up the car and go home. Sorry you had to go through that trauma, but I lived it, so you have to listen to it. We're done in here. I just realized that was poor content and nobody should have been listening to that. We're out of the car. Let's do a sun salutation. All right, we're going to go in the house. We're going to sew. Hi, birds. Oops. Listen, I know, saggy bitch. Believe me, I know. All right. Oh, wait, Mauser's here. I'm getting the feeling not approachable at all, just based on arm movement, based on face. Just looked at me. Definitely not approachable. Definitely not approachable. We're going to stay in the sunroom. Okay, I'm going to mute you because I have to pee. Hold on.
Definitely not approachables. Definitely. So you can't tell, but this is where the zipper was. Zipper. And we already started, but it's folded in on the inside. And it will be like that, and you can't tell. It's long, obviously, we have it up, and it ties in the back like that. We have shoes, jewelry. Let's just get back to sewing. Let me put this over here so this can be closer. And I can talk to you at the same time. If you want to stay on, that's better. Now we can sew. We have to turn this inside out though. It's my needle and thread. So I learned to sew from my grandmother. She was a machine operator in the mills in Fall River. My grandmother had a Singer sewing machine. And when I was little, I used to hang out in the bedroom where she sewed. My grandmother made my first Halloween costume. And when I got older or old enough, I was always very interested in it. And so I would always sit with my grandmother when she sewed, and she taught me how to sew. And I am the only one in my family who knows how to. My sisters do not. My mother does not. But I do. I know a couple of stitches. I don't know the names of them, but I can sew anything by hand. So anyway, we're going to sew this together. Right here like this. And you guys can all talk to me. Just me crafting. You just have to be careful because of beads. Where's this boring? I should probably shut this down. I don't think it's going to be interesting to talk to. What are we doing this to? There. So I'm just doing like a simple stitch. And then we're going to, I think I might have like the liquid stitch to do the bottom, and then I'll reinforce it with a stitch on the bottom. How are we going to get you to Palm Springs if you don't fly? Remember, I had that whole idea of I wanted to go to Palm Springs. I wanted to see what it looked like. I was thinking about doing it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like this with everything. Once I find something I like, I beat it into the ground. Like, remember I said, oh, if I find a shirt, I get it in as many colors as I can. Same thing's happening like with my food situation. I'm currently in the middle of like a hummus plate that I won't stop eating. I just go through this thing where now I've been to Pensacola and I love it and I want to see more of it, and I don't want to go anywhere else, and I would like to go back to it and see a little bit more of it or experience it in a different time when there's better weather, and just go back. Seems crazy to go back twice in the same year, but also at the same time, I haven't gone on vacation a lot in the past 5 years or so. So why not? Got to get through the wedding first. Yes, I'm currently in my hummus plate era. It's been helping me lose weight. So I have my coffee first thing in the morning, and then later on around like 11 or so, I'll do a plate. It's 1 apple sliced into slices. It's about a cup of hummus, or a little less than a cup of hummus. Everything hummus. I do a beef stick, sometimes like a turkey beef stick or a beef stick. Depends what it is. Like a jerky type thing. Almonds, like a half a cup of almonds, sometimes a little more, it's like a handful. A couple slices of cheese, cheddar cheese, carrots, little baby cucumbers. And if I need a little bit of a carb, I do naan. And sometimes I'll throw like 1 strawberry on there. I don't know. It depends. But that's the plate. And I eat it every single solitary day. Bye, Amy. Have a great day. Jeffrey is definitely not approachable. Not one word, went right down to the office, which means work is probably not good today. My husband puts out like a lot of fires. He also, I've said this before, he has like such a heavy project load. He has so many projects going at the same time. Like other people have less, but he has a lot going. Tank tops? What about tank tops? Oh, I don't know what's going on Mima's side of the house, but I can hear her talking with lots of energy. It's a little early for Mima to be going crazy, but I'm not going to ask her either. If you're just joining me, I apologize, but we are hand sewing my daughter's prom dress, day of prom. Don't ask. We did a final fitting last night. We're almost done sealing up the back. We're just reinforcing this, and then we are going to do the bottom hem situation. June 1st is Mima's birthday. Let's see. I believe my mother is going to be 78. I might be wrong with that. I should ask TT. Wait. No, my mother's going to be 77. She's 76. She's going to be 77. That's crazy. Crazy. Stitching this dress is a little weird because I keep getting stuck on a bead or a sequin, so we have to kind of like finagle it and go around it. But we're getting it done. We're almost done with this back piece, and then we can turn it the other way and see what it looks like. We also might be able to trim a little bit of this out. I was in bed last night and got up to go to the bathroom and saw it was like 12 o'clock and Jimmy was doing a class at like midnight. He was so pissed at Bay Harbor Beauty because Bay Harbor Beauty sent him some stuff, like kind of like the starter kit, like she did to me, and was like, I think the way she said it, she sent a note and she was like, hi Jimmy, like this is for you, like, you'll be wrinkle free or whatever. And Jimmy was so offended. He was like, nope, I'm totally turned off by this. I don't have wrinkles. And so he got upset by it. I'm so mad my assistant was supposed, hi, Julie. I'm sure it's totally fine, but you know how Jimmy is. He's going to tell you how it is. And also Jimmy's got great skin. You can tell he cares about it. Unlike me, who, when you found me in the depths of hell, I was using soft soap on my wrinkled face. So if any of your notes to the influencers were built around me, then rightfully so. Oh, and Emily C was also live last night, and she has school too. She does school as well. Yep, I saw Emily C was live. I don't know who's that guy. There's a guy that wears sunglasses. Yeah, people were up late last night. I was just on a trip to the bathroom. I couldn't hang. Could not hang. How was my daughter's birthday dinner? It was great. We were sad Jack could not make it, but we went to Hibachi. It was very good. As always, her dad went and his girlfriend, her boyfriend, our whole fam. Julia was there. The only one that wasn't was Jack and his girlfriend. Jack's girlfriend, Abby, was here last night. She moved out of school yesterday. She lives at UMass Dartmouth during the semester. So she's home. She's moved out. So I feel like we haven't seen a lot of her this school year because she's been living on campus and Jack goes to school there. So a lot of his time he sees her is there. So we haven't seen her much, but she is officially home. So it was her first day home yesterday. She was here for dinner and hung out. So we're so glad to have her back. I love Abby. She's wonderful. She's a year ahead of Jack. Jeff is yelling in the office. When Jeff ever talks to his team workers, like his guys on the ground that do like the work that Jeff builds, he always like his inner, like, I don't know, his inner man pops out. Like somebody will call and you'll go, my man, what's up? It's I don't know. It's how he talks to his guys, his team, his workers. It's funny. So I'm currently experiencing that. I can hear him. Oh shoot, I'm gonna not because it got stuck on a fucking, oh no, it got stuck on a bead. Let's hold on. Never fear, we can fix this. Just slowly get through it. Oh shit. So Abby was here. Oh, we got a little knot in the thread. That's okay. We're close to the end, so it's fine. We're gonna push through. We did it. Oh, I'm sure Jimmy wasn't that serious. Why is this getting stuck? Just push through already. Oh, it's stuck on a bead. Got it. Right, we're almost done. Yeah, I mean, the Bay Harbor Beauty changed my face. I will say, well, because of full transparency, and I'm sure Julie wouldn't mind me saying that, the newer product that she sent me, I don't know if it's that or so does everybody know what L'Oreal Lumi lotion is, or Lumi Glotion? So several years ago, they came out with this thing called Lumi lotion. I call it Lumi lotion. I think it's Lumi Glotion. Julia found it, and Julia and I were obsessed with it. We would wear it basically as like our foundation. I'm not even going to say foundation, but it had like a really great glow tint to it, and I absolutely loved it. I evolved a little bit, and I don't have like as dewy or glowy look. So I have a weird makeup routine, whatever, put it aside. I have not changed that makeup routine since I started using Bay Harbor Beauty. So I have very sensitive skin, and one of the big things about Bay Harbor Beauty was that it did not impact my skin in any way. I didn't break out or anything. And this was after I went and got like L'Oreal, like Regenerist stuff, and it caused me to break out all on my skin. And it was not good. So I stopped using that. So Bay Harbor Beauty, every product that she has sent me that I've tried it slowly on like my cheek area, and then I go full throttle and I use them or whatever. So like the water gel, the eye cream, the Saki balm, or whatever. So I did feel compelled to go back to Gloomy Lotion because it's summer, and so it gives like a nice little color or whatever. I bought it and I broke out. But it also coincided with the same time of me using a new product that Bay Harbor Beauty sent me. So I'm currently in a detox where I'm trying to, so I've eliminated the Lumi Lotion completely. I will not go back to it because I believe it's the culprit. But I've stopped using, Julie will know what is the latest thing she sent me. It's the one where I said it was I don't know. I don't want to like, it's not trying to ruin your brand or the product. I'm just saying like this, you know me, I talk about it, good or bad. That newest product, the all over face one. Anyway, I don't know if it's that advanced retinoid renewal. Thank you. That, so I broke out a little bit on my cheek area. I do believe it is the Lumi lotion. And I believe it because Julia told me she started using it again and she also had some irritation. So I think we just can't go back to it. I think they changed something or whatever and we can't go back to it, which sucks. But I think that's where we're at. I don't think we can go back to Lumi lotion. So there's that. I don't know. I'm doing more to my face than I ever have. I am getting into panic mode. I don't want to have anything on my face prior to the wedding. So I'm going through a detox completely. And I'm not putting anything on my face except for the eye stuff because I can't live without that because it literally like fixes my wrinkles like in real time. So I'm an addict to that for sure. But anyway, I have to stop everything else on my face currently right now. I'm not kidding you. This sounds crazy. We are back to soft soap. We're getting back to our roots, but I'm fucking pissed at Lumi lotion because I think they changed something and my skin's so sensitive, which is one of the things like you know, I don't get paid by Bay Harbor Beauty. I just want to make sure everybody says there's no paid partnership here. She sends me products, I try them and I talk about them if I like them and people have, listened to what works for me. But, I don't have a contract signed with her where I'm under an obligation to lie to you about it. I just really love the products and it's mini luxury as far as I'm concerned. And it was time to grow up, to be quite honest with you. It was time for me to grow up and stop treating my skin like it was going to look that way forever, because it clearly after menopause was not. So, um, again, the chat saves me over and over and over again. And she was like, you need this shit. So I'm grateful for it. But my fucking face is a mess right now. And I think it's the fucking Gloomy lotion. I'm mad. So mad about it. All right, we have one more tiny little you just ordered. You won't be disappointed. It's great, great stuff. I enjoy it. All right, we have to tie this end and then we got to go back and fill one little hole in the end here. That's what she said. That's what he said. Okay, so we're going to cut this here. What I think happened is I think the Lumi lotion is like just clogging pores. I think whatever they're doing with it, aside from raising their price tag, is it clogs my pores, because it just doesn't make sense for anything else to have impacted me. I've had such great, so I think, and it's almost like clockwork. It's 2 days after I started using the Gloomy lotion. It's I hate it. It's driving me nuts. So anyway, there's that. We're almost in the season where I'll have my regular base tan, so I'll be fine. But if you're going to pick one product to get from Bay Harbor Beauty, get the eye thing. Holy shit. It's great. I did take prednisone, but I usually do not have any type of reaction to prednisone at all. It's never happened. So I wouldn't attribute it to that, at least previously. It's more, I know it's the Lumi lotion. To be honest with you, it felt like a little thicker. I haven't used it in a while. It felt a little thicker. So I'm going to say it's that. I mean, I do almost always wash my face before I go to bed. Occasionally, especially if I do a bunny after dark, sometimes it's too late and I don't, but I don't do that anymore. I usually wash my face before I go to bed. More than usually. Barbara, if you ask Julie what I got, like what my starter kit was of stuff, she'll tell you what I got, and all of those products I had no issues with. They're all great, but the eye stuff is the dream stuff. It literally just, I don't know. My eyes look so much better with it. I use it twice a day. All right, we're almost done. We just have to do this slight little edge at the bottom, which is a little tricky. And then we are going to do the hem, but I'm going to disconnect from you because I'm not going to be able to sit here. Last night's mascara is today's eyeliner. God, that's the most 90s thing ever. Right? Jeffrey is very animated downstairs. I'm not putting anything on my face right now. It's literally, I'm washing it with soft soap and leaving it alone. Nothing. It will dry out soon. My skin is dry. It will dry out soon. It's just I gotta stop with anything on it right now until it all goes away. It also gets like a little inflamed. I get the lupus rash when I'm having like a lupus scenario, but I'm not currently in one, so I don't have any of that red butterfly rash situation going on, so I'm good there. We are almost done. I'm hoping when I turn this inside out, it is perfect. Anything else going on online or on the interwebs that I need to know about? If you're joining us late and you missed the morning, today's prom day. And we're doing some last minute sewing and stitching on George's prom dress because we needed to take it in, but we're good. I think we're gonna just tie this up right now and they're gonna flip it. Good morning, Erica. Get your ass on a fucking live and do a live, will ya? Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Give the people what they want. Your Boston accent, hardcore way of looking at life. People need it. So do it. Oh, you did? I already said I was down and out yesterday. I'm glad. Bitch, I did one last night. Okay. Oh, it's Friday. Erica's daughter's coming home from college. All will be right with the world. All right, we're finishing up. We're tightening this. We're done. Everything is sewn. We're going to flip it inside out. We're going to see what it looks like. Listen, it's for 5 hours. I will just fucking hot glue gun this together when she comes home if it's not right. All right, let's turn it inside out and see where we're at. Stress is heavy. I'm glad she was on. She's been missed. Let's see. Yes, Jessica. Yep. Like, can we just talk about me? Like, bitch. You see that theme? Look at this. We did it, fam. With a little bit of ruching here that matches up with the rest of the dress. Yes. Okay, we did it. We did it. All right, so there's that. Wow, perf. Tight, not going anywhere. Feel like we could trim the inside, but I'm not going to do that yet until she gets it on. We'll just see, because I think, just for full transparency, because I think it matters. So, like on the inside, this is what technically it looks like, right? Because we folded it in. So we cut out the zipper and then we folded it in on it and lined it up with the beading as close as we could. And then, so that's the inside. However, I did it exactly like this. So this folds over, so none of the beads will be on her. So I don't think I want to cut, right? Because that'll be crazy, because then we'll have beads all over or whatever, and we'll never get it close. So what I did was I left it out a little bit, and we can do a quick sew to seal it up. So that's like, so you will be able to, it'll be soft and flat. So I think we're just going to do a little quick stitch, because this is lined. So we're going to do a quick stitch here, and that'll be flat. Yeah. Yep. Because that's technically what it looked like. But we made it a little bit longer so it would cover it up. No, I'm not going to iron it. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to just do a quick stitch. I could even liquid stitch this to keep it flat, because it's going to be tight up against her anyway. But the most important part, sorry, I keep putting you down on the sparkles. The most important part was that right there. And we did it. And it lined up really well. Okay, let's see. Aiden did have a little dig at Lawyer You Know. And guarantee Lawyer You Know wouldn't commit to a fundraiser, which I'm looking forward to. What happened? Lawyer You Know what? I don't know about that. Is there something going on with the Lawyer You Know? All right, so that's the top of the dress is done. We're all good with that. Now, the bottom, he just said Lawyer You Know is boring, which he is. I am not a true crime fan girly, or I never was, right, until Karen Reed. And I don't have the time or the bandwidth to watch. I don't even have the time to watch like my shows I love, let alone shows that I'm not super into. So I do not watch. So at the bottom, we have this on the inside. This goes long, right? But I think what we're going to do, I measured it out yesterday. I have it over there, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to do an edge like this, because she doesn't want it to be passed. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this, and this is dark here, so we can put it, I'm not sure. I have to figure this out. It doesn't, you know how some dresses are. Some dresses can hang and some can graze the ground. Some can be a little high. It works as it is long, but she was saying if I wanted to, I could cut it, not cut, but fold it up a little bit and do it. I don't care so much about the bottom as I do at the top, but I think we're going to attack this, and we're going to do a liquid stitch And then this is a very, as crazy as this sounds, this is a very fast stitch right here. But I think we'll see, you'll see it halfway, you'll see, but a lot of prom dresses have like that rim at the bottom. So I don't think it's problematic. I don't know. We have to see. So that's what we've got to get done between now and technically, I don't know. She's going to get dressed around 2:33. Okay. All right, besties. Thanks for hanging with me this morning. We still managed to get a couple hours in. Please like and subscribe and do all of that fun stuff. Oh shit. There is a fucking Instagram account called Terrifying Facts. I don't know how I'm in the algorithm, but there's a video. It just shows crazy videos. Ewald Lenin collapses to the ground after a violent challenge tears open his thigh during a match between Armenia and soccer. The studs from Norbert Siegmund's tackle slice deep into his leg, exposing muscle tissue, and blood immediately pours through his shorts. Shockingly, Lenin remains conscious while players and staff are in disbelief at the horrifying injury. I also was just horrified. It happened in 1981. Surgeons later used more than 200 stitches to close the 25-centimeter wound. Despite the terrifying injury, he returned to playing only weeks later and eventually became a respected football coach across Europe. Good for him. Oh no. KFC Barstool has a new clip from Rossini and Vrabel scandal just surfaced.
Hard factor Pat up there. Philly football, the Bussin' with the Boys guys, and of course, Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel. They are playing Kids Family Feud. And the question is, what's something you would do with your eyes closed? So kids are like, watch a scary movie, spin around at the playground. And Diana Rossini said this. What is something you might close your eyes to do?
When you have sex with your husband or wife.
Again, this is from
shit.
Feud.
Oh shit.
At this point, I am almost impressed with the amount of ways that Diana Rossini has come up with to say
Oh, that's crazy. That's so funny. The internet is not okay after World Health Organization says 8 hantavirus cases have been reported. So here we go. The hantavirus ship may dock in the Canary Islands. There is no danger. The ship's passengers, and it's here we go. Here we go. I can't be on Instagram right now because guess what it's filled with? The Beagles. The Beagles. Do you know that Jessica Seinfeld married Jerry Seinfeld after Jerry Seinfeld was with Shoshana? Shoshana has a dress and fashion company, but Jessica Seinfeld, she wrote a book called Deceptively Delicious. It was a cookbook when I think Julia was in like 2nd or 3rd grade. Essentially, she takes like good recipes and she infiltrates them with vegetables so that kids can't tell. I was sold on this book and I bought it and I made multiple recipes in it, including chickpea chocolate chip cookies and beets brownies. And whenever I would send snacks to Julia in school, and they would say, because believe it or not, we have a fucking snack policy in the Somerset School District. I don't know if it's still there, but where what you sent your child into school with was determined by the school. So the school said, you can't send Chips Ahoy cookies, but you can send Snackwells because they were better for you. And I did a whole fucking thing on how Snackwells are actually no better for you than Chips Ahoy. They're still preservatives in them and whatever. It's just a portion size, blah, 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 blah. So I challenged the school district and I was like, well, what if I make them from scratch with all natural ingredients and make brownies from scratch with no preservatives? Isn't that healthier for my child than Snackwell's brownies, and they don't know what to say about that. So I would send my child with Chips Ahoy, and they would send them back. And I would say, why didn't you eat your snack? And she said, because my teacher said I couldn't have it. And I lost my mind. And I said, the fuck you're going to tell me what I buy and I send my child with? She's going to eat whatever I fucking tell her to eat. You have no jurisdiction over the snacks in my child's lunchbox. And then as a big fuck you to them, I started making desserts from scratch and sending my child with fucking brownies and chocolate chip cookies. And when they would say something to me, I'd be like, oh no, not only did I make those from scratch, but they're from Jessica Seinfeld's cookbook, Deceptively Delicious. Are you interested in it? Because it's chock full of fucking nutrients, because those chocolate chip cookies are made with mashed chickpeas that my child can't even taste. Listen, it was absolutely insane. And I was a stay-at-home mom at the time with 3 kids. And I said, who are you to tell me that I have to buy Snackwells, which are more expensive than, say, generic Chips Ahoy, which were cheap? It's not in my budget to buy Snackwells. So I just fucked them all and started making all my kids snacks from scratch. You wonder why I wanted to run for school committee here? Why I was doing this? To stop the fucking insanity. Anyway, Shannon Elizabeth is the girl from American Pie. She reveals first purchase she will make after scoring $1 million in her first week on OnlyFans. She's going to treat herself. She made $1 million in her first week. Holy shit. Did she show her vagina? These streamers are wild. Who are these people? Oh, Reese Witherspoon and Selma Blair. Cool. Zara Larson sings Pretty Ugly on the Plaza. I don't even know who Zara Larson is. I'm not interested. Candace Owen. Donald Trump posted about Candace Owens. Candace Owens' stock, which was never very high, has fallen a long way. Her attack on the First Lady of France is despicable. I believe in this case, without verification, she is an extremely low IQ individual. All right, so I have one more thing to talk to you about. I'm scrolling Instagram while you're here. What do you want from me? Do you want to see my Instagram feed? It's crazy. Do you want the house tour? Okay, so here's the last thing I was going to say. There is a show I haven't watched. There's verification of what? Hold on, I'm going to find it. Hold on. It's called Very Important People. Very Important People. I'm going to get it for you. Stand by. Interviews with Society's Most Interesting Characters, hosted by Vic. I don't know what her full name is. So the I'm Just a Baby, it comes from somewhere else on the internet, but also, so this is a show where I'm just going to turn my camera on. So this is the show, Very Important People. I don't even actually know where it is. It's on Dropout TV, Very Important People and Dropout. This is Vic. This is her. And basically what she does is she takes famous people or comedians, not so famous, I'm not really sure who the most famous person is, but comedians. And she's an interviewer. And she invites a comedian or someone to her show, and the team puts them in a costume, but they never see what the costume is until it's done. And then they have to basically determine how they're going to act after they see themselves. So this is this is one of the characters right now. Like this guy, he did not even know. Yes, but this character is my favorite character of all time. He also says, I'm just a baby. And this appeals to a certain facet of my humor that I love. Anyway, these people don't know what they're going to look like until after they're done. So like,
I'm 43 years of age, I'm a homosexual, and I actually do not have any hair.
oh, okay. Thank you.
Today, we're giving this comedian a total transformation.
Oh my God, this is like almost erotic.
So they never know what they're going to look like.
Or what they're about to become.
Change the chair because I just.
Once they see themselves in the mirror, they'll have to make up a character on the spot and then sit down with me for an improvised interview. This is very important, people.
Oh, it's so good. So that's the concept. So she invites comedians in, they don't know what they are, and then they see themselves, and then they have to like basically come up with what they are, and then she interviews them. And it is very, very, very funny. This is my favorite character.
Sent here
Why?
to kill you. Somebody made a wish.
Who?
Your niece.
My niece?
She made a wish that you would die. And I got sent here from hell, but it's my first mission because I'm just a baby. And I think you're nice, and I don't want to hurt you. Hey, are you okay?
Am I okay?
I just seem upset that somebody ordered to get you killed.
Yeah, well, that doesn't feel great.
But I'm not going to do it.
Can I ask why my niece wanted me killed? I'm so fun. Look at all the stuff I had for her.
I think this literally is exactly what she was talking about.
This?
Yeah, she said something you tried too hard.
You came to kill me and you can't even remember the whole wish.
I don't need to know the wish part. I just do the killing, and you don't want to know how else you wanted you to die.
How does she want me to die? Come on, you have to tell me now. You can't just lead with that information and then be like, I'm not going to tell you.
Are you allergic to shellfish?
Yes.
She wanted me to turn a shrimp into a tampon.
Turn a shrimp into a tampon?
But I'm not gonna do it. It's sick. It's disgusting.
She said that?
Yeah.
That's so specific.
It's mean, right?
Also, like, I'm anaphylactic. If I eat shellfish, I don't know if I would die that way.
Yeah, so I think that's why, like, I'm here as backup.
So you were sort of going to do that from hell and send it up. And then if that didn't work.
Then I'm supposed to come poke your eyeballs out. And if that didn't work, which it probably won't, I'm supposed to shoot you in the back of the head.
Like with a gun?
Yeah. But first I have to get my gun license, and I had to hang up with that, so.
Some characters are not as fun, but this one, I just think it's such great improv. They don't have any time. They have like a couple hours between when they see their face to come up with like what they are. And she is so dry. She has such a great like.
What is the meaning of life?
Oh, that is such a good question.
Thank you.
I would say, and this is my words that I came up with,
Okay.
that today
Okay.
is going to be the day that they are going to throw me back to you. And by now, you should realize
What
what
you
you
came
gotta
to.
do.
Okay.
I don't believe they
I
can.
really want to say that this is Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson? Lord have mercy. It is me.
No.
Caught me, babe.
You cannot sing this. Do you have the real meaning of life? You're not going to take this seriously?
Fine, I do.
Okay.
4 seconds from every episode of Very Important People. It's not, he's. Please just. Oh, this is called Very Important People.
So you don't want to be my daddy, but you could be my guardian?
Yeah, I'll be like a guardian on paper.
Because I don't have credit. I only have credit in double hell.
You only have credit in double hell.
I have a sinful security number. But I don't have one for hair.
I will have
I'm going to need a lot of help.
Okay. I
I'm
will.
going to need you to come with me to the bank and stuff.
I will do that.
I need a bus pass.
You don't need a bus pass. You're going to need a car.
I don't know how to drive. You can teach me how to drive? Teach me how to drive.
I will teach you how to drive.
Hey, excuse me,
University.
can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
We came to a compromise, right?
Yes.
And we decided you don't have to adopt me like you don't want to, and I don't have to kill you like I don't, want to. So how about
Yes.
we turn our attitudes around? Can we do that?
Okay. Yes, we can turn our attitudes around. I will help you. Then we'll get you out of here.
Can you show me that you turn the attitude around?
How do I show you that I turn my attitude around?
Just
Smile.
a cheery face.
Okay.
Nice.
And now you. Okay, so that's so much shaking. Okay.
I love him. He's so funny. He's so cute. Oh.
Come on, driver's license last year. We
It's Olivia Rodrigo.
We have her now.
You have Olivia Rodrigo in hell.
This is her music, not her. She's an angel. But her
Music?
music goes straight down.
All right. I can't. It's so great.
Honestly, I've always wanted to.
Probably 1,000 copyrights, but it's worth it to expose you to. Wait, this is a funny one.
Right before you fell asleep, you were just about to thank me.
Me?
Yeah,
Do I do that a lot?
Yes, you do it a lot. You do it till my rump gets red.
Okay. So I guess
I love him. He's so cute. Anyway, very important people. It's my favorite. Something's going on with the dogs. They're outside. Jeffrey put them out, forgot about them. 9:55, right around the time where the mailman's coming. I suspect that's where we're at. Let's go get the mail. What are we barking at? Oh, indeed, mailman. Come on, let's go. Reagan. Hi, Quincy. Good morning. Hi. Oh, hi. Good morning, Reagan. That's an outside toy. Or not. Yes, it's called Very Important People. It's just a funny concept, right? Like we should do it with Jimmy. We should make Jimmy, dress him up as a character. I could be Vic, the person interviewing, and we put him in a costume and he has 1 hour to come up with what his personality is going to be. And then I interview him and ask him questions. Okay. All right. It's 10 o'clock. Thank you for joining me for this Friday edition, prom edition, corner store edition of 24 and 24. I'm sorry, it wasn't the best. We are going to be ramping this up. This show is going to have a schedule. We'll have a scheduled time for shit talking and random shit, but it's going to have a schedule. We can't keep living life this way. You know it and I know it. We have to have some format here. We have to do better. You know it. Good morning, fish. So, hi, Quincy. Currently, problematic. This fish tank was just cleaned 2 days ago. It is already not looking good. So we have tried it. It's not working. Good morning. Good morning, Sam Rothstein. You look wonderful. What the fuck are you doing to your tank? What are you doing? Hi, Mazza. Not approachable? Approachable, approachable, not approachable. Approachable, you're self-regulated. You were not approachable before.
I just woke up.
I know.
I'm not ready to engage.
But you approachable now, Mazza? Mazza, you approachable now? This is
Hello, my little lovey.
Jose Canseco. He's doing great. His tank did not get cleaned the other day when everybody else did because I was out of the drops to put in. So he's like a couple days behind, but his tank is going to get cleaned today. And then, of course, we have Gingy. Her tank is always magnificent. Look at all of her food. Somebody overfed her this morning. I'm not going to say anything about that. But he brought his outside toys inside this morning. Sam Rothstein is problematic. So we've got to figure something out.
Oh, it's my boy. Oh,
Mazur,
come to make you.
Mazur, does this look interesting to you at all, this show? Have you ever seen it? Very Important People?
Oh my God.
What?
Not where they're all animals and then a song, a stupid song that comes on.
No, she's an interviewer. So she gets comedians. I'm going to do the 30
Isn't that
second.
that show from when they all dress up the animals? You had the cat guy, the dog guy.
No, she's an interviewer. Her name is Vic. And she invites comedians on her show. The comedians go in the back room with her team and they put them in a character and they don't see the character until they're done. And then they have an hour to determine what their
See this?
personality is.
There is
That's my favorite one.
a show. You don't remember what this show I'm talking about?
Your hands are like, you just, why are you touching the screen like that? You're, ow, ow.
Oh, Dad hit you in the tooth.
Yeah, that's my tooth.
Right in the tooth.
Yeah, this show is very funny. You should watch it. It's very funny. Stop the way I can't explain Jeffrey. The way that Jeffrey is doing this, he's touching this like a bull in a china shop. He starts touching it. What are you doing? This is going off the rails.
It's because Reagan's barking.
It's Friday.
And we can always speed on.
It's Friday night. What?
We can speed up. Hi, baby. I get so distracted because the baby loves you. Dada. You got me in the.
You brought a toy. Is the mailman here? He is. You want to go chase him? Yes or no? Dad's going to allow it. I know it. That's it. Dad's going to let you out. Go get him. Go ahead. Go get him. You can get him. Bought my driver's license last week, just like we always talked about. What do you think of Olivia Rodrigo? Huh? Why?
Because I don't listen to that stuff.
Do you think she's talented?
I don't even know what song she sings.
Driver's license.
I'd never heard of it. and I
Got
don't
my
care.
driver's license last week,
I'm
just
not
like
a
we
92
always
FM
talked about.
Especially love songs.
Really? Interesting. I have a question for you.
Sabrina.
What do you think about Sabrina Carpenter, Jeff?
Sabrina.
What about her?
I love her.
Oh. Do you know her new song, House Tour? It's about her vagina.
But I know me espresso.
So,
I know about her. She likes to have espresso. It's with me. She likes a good coffee in the morning.
I knew. You say I'm not a 92 Pro FM pop queen.
Just because I love, but I love Ella the most right now.
Who's Ella? Oh,
Because
God.
she's from Texas, I can tell.
Tell.
But I know you don't like her for some.
You're trying to force her down my throat.
8 weeks. at
Why
number one.
are you?
8 weeks?
What, Jeff? Why are
She
you
gets
mad?
attacked because she likes Charlie Kirk, and you
Wait,
have some problem
Wait,
with
I don't even know her
You like
politics.
country music.
I don't even know her
Like
politics.
Charlie.
But I don't even know a song by her. Just that one
Yes, she
song.
does.
Go-
And then she does a song with Morgan, and I like to call him Waylon,
But it's not Waylon.
but it is to
Okay.
Jeffrey.
Why are you mad I don't like her? I don't
You
even
said
know
you
her.
do like her,
I like that one song
but every time I play it, you have a problem.
because you play it nonstop
I know. I played it for you like 3 fucking times.
in the car last week.
It's brand new. You listen to all of Taylor Swift's shit. Like as soon as
You
it
keep
comes out.
sending me fucking clips of her. Got nothing to say about that.
She's, you know,
So you're playing it for me in the car 24/7.
She's
You're
my
sending me
favorite.
clips of her. Yeah, she replaced that other lady from from Yellowstone. Who's the lady that sang the watermelon song from?
oh, watermelon whiskey.
Yep, you were all on her, and now you're
Ella's
moved on to Ella's
Ella's
different.
way
Yeah,
different.
way different. Yeah,
Black hair.
right. Yeah,
She's Portuguese.
yep. Mhm.
With her. She's from Tennessee.
Yep.
She tried to get him to like Tennessee, but he chose Texas.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Yep.
And you know who it was? Funny you speak of Yellowstone because it's Casey that's in her music video.
Okay.
Doesn't anybody else care about Ella?
Yes, they all do. Yes, they
No
love her.
shit.
Right.
It's Trent Grisham's fucking. He
Jeff-
walks out to home to
My issue is stop telling me I have to like this girl. It's been 1 week. since you introduced me to her. And it's all you think about. It's all you talk about. You play it all the time. You're sending me clips on Facebook Messenger of her, correct?
I got it. My app has it on speed dial. It's a speed dial song. Let's see. You ready? Oh, you're not even allowed to play it, of course.
No,
I'll show you.
copyright.
But I'll show you.
Sorry, I'm not. I don't even know. She likes
did she go?
Texas. She can. Oh, where is she? They took her off. Not trending anymore. She's old news. Oh, okay. What number Celsius is that, Jeff? Half of the first one. Alrighty. You let the dogs out there and now they're barking freaking till. What? She's from Texas or he's from Texas?
She is.
She's
choosing Texas over her. She's from Tennessee.
But she's saying she's from.
She's like her even more.
Jeff.
You supposedly love Tennessee.
I do. We talked about Gatlinburg this morning on my show.
Like
What I'm asking you is what's the word? She's from Texas, I can tell.
By the way, he's two-stepping around the room.
Wait, so is a girl, he's choosing Texas the state or a girl in Texas? Like the girl is Texas?
Drink alone because he chose Texas.
She doesn't have to drink alone.
She's gonna do a
She
shot
doesn't
at that.
have,
Yeah,
no,
she's
she doesn't
definitely
have
not
to.
gonna be
There's no
alone.
reason to drink.
She'll never be alone. That's a promise.
Okay.
I think she should get with Morgan. I think that would be the Beyonce and Jay-Z of country music.
Jeff,
right there.
stop what you're doing. You don't know these people.
Can you imagine the
No.
babies that Morgan and
I don't
Ella
even
would
know
have?
what either one of
They
them
would
look
be-
like.
they would
I
be
don't know what they
country
look like.
music Jesuses.
Okay. All right.
They come out with golden cowboy hats right out of Rivage.
Is that the mailman? You got him? And you did the Keneally sign dirty. I know you were cutting the lawn, but you got to throw it over there like that?
Cowboy always leave. I wouldn't leave you, Ella.
Would you leave me for Ella?
No, I'd just kill you first. Slaughter you.
Do you know what I think this year? Just looking at this front porch situation. I'm not talking house stuff, but see these pots? We've had them for 10 years and I've painted them. I think it's time to get rid of them and upgrade to new ones this year. It's time to get rid of them. All right. Okay, bye. I gotta end my show. Goodbye. All right. No, we are not going shopping, Coco and Chloe. No, currently right now, I'm going to get off the phone with you. I've got to get on a shelf, on a stool and get into a shelf and look for the thing that will hem this dress so I can stitch it. I've got to take out the recycling. Dishes are done. Don't have to do that. And then I have to kind of do a quick vacuum because they're coming here for prom tonight and all these things. So we got to kind of get everything ready. So that's it. Okay. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for being here. I'm missing some of the comments, but until I see the price for pots, I know. But I've had those pots. Some of those were like here at the house when we bought the house. I've had probably a little longer. They're obviously like ceramic, but I even painted them green. Like I painted them black one year. They're cracking. They're falling apart. Like how expensive are pots? I bet Ocean State Job Lot has good ones. And maybe it's time to switch to plastic. Although the ceramic ones are good. I don't know. We can't focus on that today. It's going to have to be another day. Okay. We've got a dress to finish. Thanks for everybody for joining me. And I will see you. When's the next time I'm going to see you? It seems crazy that I would end right now and not see you again until Monday morning. If there is an opportunity to do a live at some point, I will do it. So keep your notifications on. To all of the mothers, happy Mother's Day. You will never, ever receive gifts that equate to the work, sacrifice, and things that you do. But your children are better off for it because you're their mother. So with that being said, maybe we'll do a live. Several years ago on Mother's Day, I forced my children to sit at the dining room table and I wrote out 20 questions about me to see how well they knew me. And it was actually really funny. I will find that video and share it on YouTube, but maybe I'll see if they'll do it again. They have to do whatever I want on Mother's Day. It's the one day of the year. So let's see if we can connect on Mother's Day, but it seems like a long time between now and Monday to go without connecting. So we'll see. Okay. All right. That's it. Goodbye. Have a great day. You hang up first. Hi, Maggie. Maggie, you're doing a great job. I hope everybody is following Maggie's channel and following her on X. She is an independent court reporter that is just starting out. And so she needs the views and she needs you to share her thing. So please do that. Okay, Queens. Have a great day.
It's all your favorite Jess Machado songs on one CD. Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Grab my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city. Before I leave, brush my teeth, say goodbye to Jack. When I leave for Bunny After Dark, I'm not coming back. It's all the hits you've always loved in one place. Just so everyone knows, it's alright because I got Jeff his new guitar. And that's okay cause my family is the best thing for me. Whether you're singing in the car by yourself or hanging out with your besties, there's a song for everybody. How much is that coffee at Society? Last week it was 50 cents less. How much is that coffee at Society? I don't care if this causes a mess. Recruiting seagulls, dishing about politics, or just straight up gossiping, this is the CD for you. One low price of $19.99. The chat I can't see. I'm driving and the sun's in my eyes. I love 24 on 24. I said I'm getting all the views. Sorry, Brian and Crawford. I told you before. Don't fuck with me. I'm a Fall River whore. Don't fuck with this Fall River whore. All songs, all decades, all moods, all Jess. I got a new life, you'd hardly recognize me. I'm so glad that Kayla Churchill and Jen Altman are not in my life. I don't care about all of my stupid haters. That is right. Eat my asshole. I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Get out of bed and call today.